Okay, so this is a tutorial on backgrounds and making sure that your layers are correct so that you can get the background you want, in particular for printing. And what we've got here is an image that on this artboard appears to be complete. That we have white from edge to edge, we have gray surrounding the photograph, we have our text on there. In fact, what you have are two stripes that are blank. And if you're printing on white paper, then that could be fine. But if you want to ensure that your print, once it comes out, doesn't have discrepancies between white of the paper and the white background that you've put in here, then you're going to want to make sure that you fill the entire thing with exactly the same color. So to demonstrate that, I made a gray layer and put it behind this, and you can see that whenever I turn that gray layer on, those areas that were white, we can see that they are in fact transparent. And one of them does fall outside of our print area, outside of our bleed lines that we've got here. So what we really want to do is we want to make sure that this and this are identical, so that we don't have any kind of slight discrepancy like a tiny faint gray line or something like that when it comes back from the printer. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a new layer. In fact, I'm going to do exactly the same thing I did before when I made this gray layer. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to take that layer and actually put it between these two. Now this layer currently is transparent, so we can't see anything. But I have it selected here, so it's the layer that I'm going to be working on. And I want to go over here, and I want to go to my eyedropper tool, and I want to hit whatever my background color here is. Now this, in this case, we want white all the way across. But if our black background were a specific gray or a light green or some other color, then this step would be particularly important, because we want to make sure that whenever we fill the layer underneath that we are using this color here. Then I'll go over to the paint bucket tool. I've got it set to 100% opacity here, so it's going to completely fill whatever layer I'm working on. And I can come over here and touch it just like that, and now in fact I have a white layer that matches the background around my photograph. If I turn this off so we can't see it, we'll be able to see that gray layer underneath. But we no longer need this gray layer now, and so I can take that and delete it. And so now we have gotten rid of that little blank spot right there, and we actually have our white all the way around.